During this whole entire ordeal with Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, we have basically heard not one of his friends, associates, or anybody that is relatively associated with him to pretty much come out and say nothing. Everybody has been quiet. Of course, not Ray J. We know Ray J hasn't been quiet, but Ray J has not said anything good either. Well, Stevie J is speaking now, not so much about Diddy, but he's speaking on the relationship with Cassie. He also speaks on Diddy's mental health and the toxic relationship that he and Cassie were in.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh?
Yes. And I should probably make a small correction. So Stevie J didn't go into the relationship, but he did speak about things that him and Puff talked about. He didn't go into detail, but he talked about Sean Combs, Puffy's mental health. He talks about what he was going through. And he said that, Sean Combs was on a large amount of drugs. So let's kind of jump into what Stevie J had.
Did the Cassie video affect the way or alter the way you look at Diddy?
Well, it really threw me for a loop because, as I've always stated, I always think about and talk about the things that I know to be true about Sean Combs. And after I saw the video, I went and saw him in Miami and we had a conversation. And I let him know how affected I was by that. And, I didn't know that he had that in him to do that.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility.
So my conversation with him was basically like, yo, you one of my heroes out here and you hurt me with that.
And what did he say back to you?
I mean, it was pretty much, a brotherhood moment that I'd rather not discuss right now, but, it was a real emotional moment.
Can you give me some sense of it? Because I think it's important to know how he was dealing with friends like you when you suddenly see something like this that you say comes out of the blue.
He was hurt that video came out. It crushed him, because he's like, yo, my daughters and my mom gotta see this. And I'm like, yeah, your friends gotta see it too. So it really hurt him that was the video came out.
That's interesting. It hurt him because the video came out or because of what he did on the video?
I believe both hurt him. What he did on the video, he couldn't believe that was the darkest point in his life and he had to relive that and see that again with his ex-girlfriend. Girl in the video. I think that would kind of hurt all of us. Any man.
It sounds like seeing the video was the headline as opposed to what he did to her.
No, I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I just know that he was in a dark place in his life, as he described to me, and that, he was just doing a lot of drugs, and it was just.
Stevie J actually speaks to TMZ, and he goes into the relationship that he has with Diddy to include what he thought when he first saw that video with Diddy and Cassie in that hotel, and Diddy was kicking and doing a lot of stuff. Very bad video. Stevie J goes into his feelings, how he felt when he saw that video. He also talks about he met up with Diddy. Obviously, they're friends, and he shared his thoughts on how he felt when he saw it. And he said he was sad to see Diddy act like that, and had the opportunity to speak with him and express that. What Stevie J said is that Diddy was obviously upset, and didn't want his mom, his daughters to actually, see what was on the tape. And obviously, guys, this tape is from some time ago. So he said that it brought back, everything that had occurred at that time. And then the guy from TMZ asked Stevie J, well, was he upset because he got caught, or was he really upset? And Stevie J was like, no, it was both. So I think Stevie J was, obviously being as honest as he, can be with regards to this situation. But he goes on to say that, Sean Diddy Combs was on a lot of drugs and was pretty messed up, is what he is saying. He says that Diddy was very, very, upset, because he realized obviously what had taken place, during that particular time in his life. Stevie J goes on to say, that Sean Diddy Combs was in a very dark place during that time of that video, in which obviously we saw him actually attacking Cassie Ventura. And, as Stevie said, he was doing a lot of drugs. It was a very dark place. So, my thoughts with regards to this video is, obviously Stevie J has been the only person who has spoke out in terms of Diddy and really humanizing him for the ones of us, who has obviously we've never met him. And I can understand, Diddy wanting people that is his friends to speak out and say, hey, tell these people something, because it's looking really bad for him at this moment. And I don't know. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think with regards to all of this Diddy situation. Now, most recently, he had got in trouble in jail with regards to not following the rules and putting money in other inmates' accounts. So just a whole bunch of stuff. But I think this was a good sit down, interview that Stevie J, gave. Obviously, I know, a lot of people, we don't really know what happened. We just going on what everybody, is saying. But there has to be something good about this dude, because how did he get with these women that he was with? So something, I want to know the full story. So I guess they'll go to trial and we'll get to see all of the facts. And as always, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have already subscribed, make sure you enable your bell notification so you do not miss out on a video.